Guys, it's officially happening. The biggest news in men's physique since its origin has dropped today, and it's going to completely change the men's physique division. And not only that, but every single division in bodybuilding starting today. The IFBB and the Vice President Tyler Mannion have dropped official statement that they are adding a weight and height cap to the men's physique division. Take a listen.
We've been taking the men's physique pros heights and weights down at the last couple of shows. Reason for this video is because we want to give a heads up to all of our athletes and our coaches that after the Olympia this year, we will be instituting heights and weight limits for our men's physique pros, not amateurs, just the pros. This will go into effect for the first show after the Olympia this year.
There's a lot of things to unpack here. So this has been an ongoing rumor and something that a lot of people had wanted the IFBB to do for the last handful of years. Why? Because there's been a clear evolution from the start of men's physique to where we are now. There's been a lot of people who have said that the men's physique division is getting too big, or the judges need to fine tune and put a little bit more of an emphasis on what the division standards need to be. And I 100% agree. And I do think the IFBB have been doing a great job over the last 2 years of identifying what they're looking for and not rewarding people who look great, but not look good for the division in themselves. This is gonna force a lot of the men's physique athletes who we love and know today completely out of the division. And it's been no clear indicator of where the weight cap's gonna be. They haven't put specific numbers in comparison to the classic physique weight cap, but using myself as a reference, I currently weigh 225 pounds on stage. I currently am heighted in at 6'2". So that's gonna give me roughly 240 pounds if I were to switch to the classic physique division. So that gives me about a 15-pound gap from my current men's physique stage weight to my classic physique weight cap. So with that, in saying worst case scenario, they have a difference of 10 pounds between the cap and themselves and where I'm currently at, that's gonna give me roughly 5 pounds to add tissue, which is something that I don't necessarily need to do. Now, keep in mind, this is where a lot of people are gonna go wrong. At least a lot of the taller people are gonna go wrong. They're going to see a number that they can get to and a number where they are and say, that means I can get this big. When in reality, you have to also keep in mind, there is a standard look that the men's physique division is looking for, just like Tyler said. Small waist, big shoulders, not overly muscular, not too big of arms, but overall balance and good density through the back. That's what the men's physique division is looking for. Again, prioritizing shape, making sure you're not too big, but in the same breath, making sure that you are still full, round. And again, making sure that you're not getting too far away from the standard of men's physique. Now, there's been a lot of question marks of what is that standard? And I'm gonna use Brandon Hendrickson and Aaron Banks as a prime example. Both somewhat fit that standard. Some in some areas better than others, but they still fit that small waist, wide shoulders, good back standard. But there's a clear difference between the two physiques. One's apples and one's oranges. Even though they both have won the men's physique division and both of them have beat each other at different points, what do you do? Who do you reward? With the current weight cap and where the division is standard-wise looking to go towards, it's a clear indicator that they're gonna be rewarding people who are more fitting of Aaron Banks' stature and standard. So what does that mean for Brandon Hendrickson? From my understanding, Brandon stands on stage closer to that 195 to 200 pounds on stage. Brandon would be over his classic physique weight cap right now. Is he going to be forced out of division? Is he gonna be forced to suck down to put his mind, his physical, all at risk? There's a lot of questions that are unanswered from this change. And I think a lot of it will be answered once the official numbers come out. But people like Brandon, people like Andre, people who are smaller in stature who fill out their frame phenomenally, who have been rewarded because of that, what are they gonna be forced to do? There's a lot of things left in the air. But one thing is for certain, there's no question that they are trying to streamline this look. The men's physique division has gotten a little out of hand. And you'll see a lot of people who stand on stage who weigh, upwards of 15 to 20 pounds above their classic physique weight cap. and thinking they can just slide on board shorts and get rewarded because of that. And the reality is that's not what the division is looking for. And they needed to find a way to minimize that person having the confidence to step on stage and doing that instead of working on their physique, fine-tuning it, and going up a weight class or going up another division. So what are we gonna do? So I think the men's physique athletes need to take a long look in the mirror and come to the realization that either one, they don't fit to the standard of the division anymore, and they have to make the jump, and they have to take time to prioritize growth and get ready for a new division. Or two, they have to ask themselves, is it worth it to suck down and potentially put their body and mind at risk and harm to potentially step on stage and fit what the standard weight cap of men's physique is? Do they sacrifice their training? Do they sacrifice training their lower body? And I think a lot of people are going to unfortunately do that. They're going to completely give up training their legs and step on stage with a crazy upper body and a stick leg. When I think people need to understand, even though you have board shorts on, the full body is also plays a massive role into balance. Understand, you don't need sweeping legs. They don't want sweeping legs out of the board shorts, but board shorts that are fitted, that you have a little bit of emphasis underneath, you have a little bit of quad, trust me when I say, that is not something that they're gonna judge you down upon. Trust me. I'm a big believer in actually having some outer quad actually emphasizes the V-taper in general for the look. It makes you look like you have a smaller waist. So people might be sacrificing that thought in itself. This is the raw reality of what we're facing. And it's gonna leave a lot of people left in the dust. It's gonna have a lot of people questioning whether or not bodybuilding is for them. And it's a scary thought. You know, I can, from experience, you know, when I heard that there was gonna be a weight cap on, you know, I didn't know where the weight cap would be. I didn't know what they were gonna do. I didn't know if I was gonna be forced to leave a division that I love so fucking much and that I've been doing everything I can to not only be the best in, but to bring up and elevate and show people that we're much more than just, you know, board shorts. You know, we're bodybuilders and we love this shit. And I got nervous. And to a degree, I still am. There's no certainty at all. At all. And right now, the only thing that we can control is what we can control. So we hit the pavement, we prioritize doing what we need to do. You take with a grain of salt all that you're hearing outside of who are not the leaders of this division and not the leaders of this league, and you wait. Because 2 months before the Olympia, they will drop the official numbers. So anybody who's planning to compete after the Olympia, they'll have a clear understanding of whether or not they need to take some time and have a different approach going into the 2024 season. With the move of removing qualifications to the Olympia through points and now adding a weight cap, again, the division is getting smaller. And I think that you're gonna see people who truly love this shit rise to the top. I'm a fighter. I know a lot of people in this division are as well. And this is gonna be one hell of a year coming up in 2024. But before then, 2023, this one's gonna be a movie. We got the return of Jeremy Buendia, who probably wouldn't even fit a weight cap if I think about it. We have Brendan Hendrickson, we have Aaron Banks, Ryan Terry. We have a lot of guys coming back for likely their last time. So let's make sure that we step on stage and give everybody a show. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in to this video. I am a huge fan of the men's physique division, and I am extremely passionate about where this division is going, and I'm excited to be a part of the future of this division. If you or anybody you know is currently looking for a men's physique or any division coach, don't hesitate, reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram. You can sign up for Team Reform waitlist. Join the movement. I can promise you this, man, the team is going to set standards this year, and we're looking for people who are serious, who love this sport and want to take it to the next level. So as always, I appreciate you guys more than you know, and stay tuned. The men's physique division is going to be a movie.